So, students, today's topic is electric field due to a charged spherical shell. Means we have a spherical shell, and due to this spherical shell, we have to calculate the net electric field at a certain point. So, suppose we have given Q charge plus Q charge to this spherical shell plus Q charge. Now, when we calculate the electric field at a certain point, we have three locations of that point. First, inside the spherical shell, means the point may be located inside the spherical shell. Point may be located at the spherical shell, at the surface of spherical shell, and third point is located at the outside from the spherical shell. So these are three positions, maybe three positions of points. So again, one thing, this is also an application of Gauss theorem or Gaussian surface. So one by one we take. What is Gauss theorem? This is phi equal to closed integration of E dot ds equal to Q upon epsilon. Now we take one by one three cases. Means case 1. When point P is situated inside the or placed inside the Gaussian surface. Suppose capital R is the radius of this spherical shell and point P is at the distance small r from the center of this shell. Now we take Gaussian surface. Which type of Gaussian surface here we take? We take spherical Gaussian surface, concentric sphere, concentric to this hollow sphere. So this is our what? This is Gaussian surface. This is our spherical shell of radius r, and this is what? This is Gaussian surface. So we take a small element ds. Direction of electric field will be radially outward. Means if we consider the direction of electric field, that will be radially outward or inward. If we take opposite side, this will be inward. So it doesn't matter. Why it doesn't matter? The angle between E dot ds will be +1 cos 90 degree, cos 0 degree or cos 180 degree, +1 or -1. This is according to the direction of vector. Now apply this thing. E ds Q upon epsilon. Now the main thing is Q. Q is what? Q is the charge enclosed by that Gaussian surface, and here in this case the total charge inside the Gaussian surface is 0. Means जो भी हमने charge दिया, that is on the surface. Charge is distributed here, and inside this is hollow sphere or spherical shell. Shell means the thickness of walls of this spherical shell is negligible. So the total charge inside this spherical shell is 0. So this becomes 0, and electric field integration ds equal to 0, and electric field will be 0. Means we have first conclusion that electric field inside the hollow sphere is 0. Now second thing, case second. second case, we take point P at the surface. This is our point P, and this is electric field. This is a small element ds, and this is what? This is now R. Means in this case R is smaller than capital R. But in this case R equal to R. Means capital R and small r are equal in length. Now again E dot ds equal to Q over epsilon naught. Now our Gaussian surface is this. Means the sphere, the total sphere is our Gaussian surface. The surface of a sphere is considered as the surface of Gaussian surface. So E dot ds, when we integrate this small ds, what will we get? We get the total curved surface area of the sphere, and total curved surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square equal to charge enclosed by the surface. So total charge is given to the surface, and surface is itself Gaussian surface. So total charge will be Q upon epsilon naught. So E equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R square, or you can take a capital R. Why? Because small r and capital R are equal in this case. So these are the result in second case when charge is inside the charge is at the surface. Now case 3, when small r is greater than r. This is our case 3. Means this point. Again we take Gaussian surface. Same type of Gaussian surface, spherical Gaussian surface, and the radius of this Gaussian surface is again R. This is what? This is ds1. This is electric field E. Now apply same thing here. E integration ds Q over epsilon naught. Now E, when we integrate this ds, we get total curved surface area of this complete sphere. So we get 4 pi r square equal to charge enclosed by this surface. What is the charge enclosed by this surface? Q. इस सरफेस के अंदर कितना चार्ज है? Q. इस सरफेस के अंदर चार्ज 0 था, यहाँ पर चार्ज Q और यहाँ पर भी चार्ज Q. So this is again Q over epsilon naught. Now this is E equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R square. Again एक चीज आप ध्यान रखेंगे, it should be noted that here R equal to R, capital R. So we change it, but this is not. This cannot be done here. Why? This R, this is capital R, this is capital R, and this is small r. So E equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R square. So this is our consideration. If we take graph of this thing, so from center to capital R, electric field is 0. This is for E, and this will be 0. And at this point, electric field is immediate 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R square. And after this, E is proportional to 1 over R square, means this is parabolically. So, like this. So, this is for R is greater than R. This is for R equal to R, and this is for R is less than R. So this is our electric field due to charged spherical shell. So learn it, teach it, read it from the book,